Right, listen up you lot. These days, cybersecurity is like having a good set of brakes on your car. You might not think about it much, but when you need it, you really need it. We live in a world where every bit of information, from your granny's secret cookie recipe to top secret government files, is whizzing around on the internet. And guess what? There are hordes of digital ne'er-do-wells just itching to get their grubby little hands on it. That's where companies like Crowdstrike come in. They're like the digital equivalent of MI6, except instead of Aston Martins and shaken not stirred martinis, they use fancy algorithms and firewalls to keep the bad guys at bay. Crowdstrike is a big name in the game, trusted by everyone from Fortune 500 companies to your local chippy. So when they have a bit of a wobble, you know it's going to be big news. Picture this, it's a perfectly normal Tuesday morning. You're on your second cuppa trying to ignore your inbox when suddenly the internet goes bonkers. Reports start flooding in that Crowdstrike, the cybersecurity giant, is down, kaput, out for the count. It's the digital equivalent of finding out that Fort Knox has been robbed by a bunch of hamsters on wheels. What happened? Well, it turns out that even the best of us can make mistakes. Crowdstrike later admitted that the outage was caused by a software update gone wrong. You know, like when you update your phone and suddenly it starts playing the Birdie song on repeat. Only this time, instead of an annoying ringtone, it was businesses around the world left vulnerable to attack. When a company like Crowdstrike goes down, the impact is about as subtle as a punch in the face from Tyson Fury. Businesses that rely on Crowdstrike services were suddenly left exposed, like a gazelle that wandered into a pride of lions. Think about it. No email, no access to vital files, no way to process payments. It was absolute chaos, but it wasn't just businesses that felt the heat. Imagine you're trying to do your online banking and suddenly everything grinds to a halt. Or you're about to buy that limited edition bobblehead you've had your eye on and the website crashes. The Crowdstrike outage was a stark reminder that in our hyper-connected world, when one thing goes wrong, it can have a domino effect. Section 4. Crowdstrike's response, Damage Control 101. To their credit, Crowdstrike didn't try to sweep the whole thing under the rug. They fessed up to their mistake quicker than a politician caught with his hand in the cookie jar. They issued apologies, kept customers informed, and worked around the clock to fix the issue. But even the swiftest response couldn't completely undo the damage. The outage had dented Crowdstrike's reputation and left many wondering if even the biggest players in the cybersecurity game could be trusted to keep their data safe. It was a harsh lesson in the importance of transparency and the unforgiving nature of the digital world. Section 5. Lessons learned. Don't get caught with your trousers down. So what can we learn from this whole debacle? Well, for starters, it's a good reminder that no system is foolproof. Even the most sophisticated technology can go haywire, and it's crucial to have backup plans in place. For businesses, this means diversifying their security measures and not putting all their eggs in one basket. But perhaps the biggest takeaway is that cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility. It's not just about having the latest and greatest software. It's about being vigilant, staying informed, and taking steps to protect ourselves. Because in the digital Wild West, the only person you can truly rely on is yourself.